Greetings. I am doing a greet. I am greeting you people. How are you doing today? Don't know if you could tell, but I'm a little tiny bit EP. So my apologies if I'm not you know, my usual hyperactive self. You know, usually I'm like doing jumping jacks and yelling and there's like colors flashing all over the screen and I'm screaming and like speaking like 20 different languages and stuff. I know that's like how we usually do things on these streams, but I'm so sorry. I'm just not feeling it today. Deepest apologies. I know that's what you all expect from a chipflake stream, so yeah, it's just how it is. Just how it is. Also, I completely understand the feeling of like seeing your old artwork in the in the fan art reel at the beginning. If you want me to remove any of your art, like just let me know. I can literally do it right now. If it makes you cringe too hard, I completely understand. Like I love every piece of artwork in that folder, to be honest. But I also respect that some of it is old, and it is hard to keep looking at your old work sometimes. I get that. So yeah, that's fun. Okay. just putting that offer out there, cause I get it. If I get it. So yeah, back to working on this video today. Haven't made much progress since the last stream. Because I had errands to run yesterday. Oh, my voice is already giving up. That's great. Excuse me. Yo, it works! Are you gonna read it out, Chip? Chip! Please, you have one job. I was so happy, I thought I fixed everything.
Hey Chip.
Oh.
Been a while since I seen your streams. Was wondering if you or anyone in chat had recommendations for a drawing tablet. Currently using an XP pen, whatever that is lol, cheers mate. 3.
Thank you very much for the super rat of jacks, I really appreciate it. Thank you for helping me test out my alerts. Appreciate that very much. Recommendations for a drawing tablet. Honestly, yeah, it's hard for me to recommend drawing tablets because I haven't used that many in my life. I have to say that yo, thank you for the super smiley X, I really appreciate it. Ever played In Stars and Time or heard of it? I've never heard of that. What kind of game is that? Let me know. Yeah, I have to say, in general, you've probably heard of Wacom tablets. Those are the main brand that like most people use and is like the most popular brand. They are usually the best quality. However, other brands like XP Pen, Huion, there's others. They're all very similar to each other, and they're also pretty similar to Wacom, but are significantly cheaper. So personally, like, you're probably still gonna get pretty far with a Huion or an XP Pen. XP Pen's pretty good as well. I used them before I switched to a Wacom, so yeah. I always feel kind of bad when people ask me that because I really can't give like a good recommendation, unfortunately. But yeah, I believe most of those like Wacom competitors are pretty good. Wacom did use AI in one of the advertising recently. That is true. I believe XP Pen did as well. recently, but they ended up calling it back and apologizing for it pretty quickly. So I don't know. I guess it's up to you if you believe they're like. What's the word when you forgive somebody? What's the fancy word for forgiven? When you forgive them, I don't know. It's up to you to decide if you forgive them or not. But yeah, I will never understand, especially Wacom, which has like basically the monopoly on graphics tablets, using AI art instead of just like, I don't know, giving an artist like. There's so many artists in the world who would have done that same, like, because it was just like a little graphic of like a dragon, right? There's so many artists who would make a piece of art at the same quality for like $30. Not saying they should, like, I believe that a company like Wacom should have the budget to spend like at least like 1,000 at least for some artwork to promote their products. But if they really wanted to be stingy, like, they could have just hired like any artist for like $30 and avoided this whole thing. But no. Yeah. Apparently it was like an Adobe stock image as well. So yeah. They can't even hire people to make custom artwork for them. Can't explain it without spoiling. Google install some time and see for yourself. Super hard to explain with the limited number of letters I can use here. Can you tell me like the genre at least? Like you said it's a game, right? Yo, thank you for the tip on Coffee Bap. I really appreciate that. Thank you for helping me test my alerts. I gotta write that down. I need to increase the outline on the font so you can see it a bit better. Yes, I'm actually writing this stuff down now. Let's see. Alert, text, outline, big, so you can see better. I also wrote down a bunch of like. Hello? Oh. Okay. I don't know why that was so buggy, but at least it works. What is a chipflake stream without a bunch of technical difficulties? Hell yeah. I think I'm gonna finally implement some commands in my streams hopefully by next stream. So you can like type a command and a message will pop up. So for example, something I find myself saying constantly, that is a little bit annoying. Okay, let me see if I can fix that midstream. Oh, I accidentally skipped forward on the music. Nice. I love being EP. I love it when your body just nerfs you because you didn't get enough sleep. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so when I do these streams where I'm working on videos, I find myself saying a lot that like, oh, I'm not gonna tell you what the video is about because I'm gonna have to say it every like 5 minutes or something, and you're gonna pick up on what it's about anyway based on the audio and what I'm drawing. So I plan to make a command where you can just type in like, I don't know, like exclamation point video or something like that, and there'll be a message saying exactly that. Another one is going to be commission info, because I keep getting people asking about commissions and I'm like sitting here explaining it for like 10 minutes. Do you have a Discord? That's another one I keep getting asked. Would be a useful command. Pronouns, of course. Also, why do you look so tired? I'm gonna have a message for that. And one for I think I'm gonna have like a reoccurring message that just lets people know that I can't like respond to every single message in chat. Cause I feel I feel bad about that, but at the same time, where was I going with that sentence? I feel bad about it. That's it. Full stop. I feel bad that I can't read every single message. And I think it would be a good idea to have a little message that pops up every now and then that's just like, hey, so, you know, I try to read every message. Please don't be upset if I don't read yours. Should respond to 136% of messages. Yeah, you know I usually do. You know, I'm like, usually when I'm not tired, I'm streaming, I'm like screaming, I'm yelling, I'm dancing, I'm reading every single message 5 times in a row. But nowadays, now that I'm tired, it's not working. Yeah, kabad for the music as well, because I guess people don't read descriptions. And the YouTube channel link. So yeah, if you think of anything else I should add, let me know. So yeah. I closed my chat. Yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to read chat if I closed it. Okay. Alright. So, the plan for today is to, because this is like a storytime style video. It is taking a very long time. Because I'm essentially drawing 8 minutes worth of content from scratch, so of course it's taking a long time. Where's my plate? There we go. So I think today I'm just gonna try to like fill in what I want to happen in these sections. So I might be a little bit less engaged with chat as usual while I do that. Apologies. But once I'm done with that, then I can go back in and add in the boiling effect. If you didn't know, is this little effect where the line is wiggly. The way you create that is you literally go in and trace the frame you just made about 2 times. You can do more if you're weird. I find three boiling frames looks the best, and it's like not that much work. 2 looks okay as well, but I find 3 is like the sweet spot for me. And while I'm doing that, I can multitask like perfectly, so I wonder if the cool fellows list is just not gonna show up anymore at all. Maybe that's for the best. If it's gonna like flash around like that, maybe it shouldn't show up at all. Deeply apologize for that, by the way. I'm testing new things lately, and it's very hard to test stuff for your streams without actually streaming it. So yeah, you guys, you're gonna have to be my guinea pigs for a little bit. If I used what little money I had to get one, I'd have none left to transport it over there with me. It was only temporary anyway. So okay, so this part, I think I'm just gonna like draw something. Hey Spacey, how's it going? Welcome in. Pringle with metal legs reminds me of the robot cookies from the what? I mean, I watched that movie like 10 years ago, so so for this part I was kind of thinking like Like baby me. I say baby as if I wasn't 19, which is still baby to be honest. 19-year-olds are basically babies. And Seth, hi, welcome in. So many, so many wonderful streamer doggos and doggo adjacent people in Twitch chat today. Are you only an artist or a gamer too? I'm kind of a variety streamer. I mostly stream like indie games when I do games. Truthfully, right now though, I just really need to get this video done. So I'm mostly doing art streams lately. I plan to get back to doing a couple gaming streams every now and then as well, eventually. I know not everybody enjoys gaming streams, and that's fine. Personally, I enjoy them, so screw you. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm using a new thing for like my alerts and stuff called Mix It Up Bot, and they recently had an update, and I think some stuff like they introduced new features that are very cool and stuff, but I think they're still working out some like buggy glitchy boys with them, so yeah, it's okay. What games do you stream? Well, when I get back to it, I'm gonna continue playing Monster Crown. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like it's kind of like a RPG, kind of inspired by the old Pokemon games. Very cool. And I've also been playing Rain World. I really hope that I didn't forget how to play that game by the time I play it again, because otherwise I'll probably die, to be honest. Yeah, but yeah, I updated my model recently. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Could use a couple more tweaks, I think, but in general, I'm like way happier with it than my old one. Okay. I gotta listen to the audio again. It has to load every time I press play. If I used what little money I had to get one, I'd have none left. How about this, and then when I do the thing. Come on. Come on, England. If I used what little money I had. And then this one, I'm gonna be like this, and then it's like orb. And then there's a money. I love it when I draw extra details for no reason, because I'm just gonna delete it anyway. Money. This isn't. Oh, thank you for the donation, Bap. I really appreciate it. So true. This text-to-speech voice sounds so polite. It's adorable. You. Oh. It's. Yeah, so I'm trying to move away from stream elements, basically. and I can't find a way to. I haven't yet found a way to use the Brian TTS without using Stream Elements. So, I mean, there might be a way. But yeah, this is not what pounds look like. Hey, look, it's the money that Bap just gave us. you. Ah. If I used what little money I had to get one, I'd have none left. See, what I kind of would like to put in this section is like me at the airport trying to bring a gaming chair with me. But that's like so much work for a really short visual gag. Oh yeah, by the way, we were talking about that a little bit on last stream, but I finally did the thing I was talking about. I re-uploaded all of my free assets on Ko-fi. So if you make videos or even like live streams and stuff, and you'd like some free animated backgrounds and video transitions and stuff to get you started, you can find those on my Ko-fi page, and you don't have to pay for them. You can if you want to, if you really want to, but you don't have to. So yeah, I finally said I was gonna do a thing, and then actually did it. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. Okay. This is like what 90% of my video process is like. Trying to figure out a way to visualize things in a way that's like not a stupid amount of work. Old office chair broke like 2 months before I was gonna move to Germany. So I wasn't gonna buy a new one, was I? If I used what little money I had to get one, I'd have none left to transport it over there with me. It was only temporary. Maybe like, maybe... Okay, I thought of something. Wait, I need to Google a reference image. For our noises. Thank you. Excuse me. Have you seen Jaden's video on Miko? Miku? I didn't know she made one. I've said this a couple times on stream before, actually, but I don't actually watch storytime animation that much anymore. Because the main thing I use YouTube for nowadays is for background noise while I'm working on my own videos. And when it comes to videos like Jaden Animations and Illymation and those types of YouTubers, you technically can watch them in the background while you do other stuff. But personally, I find them so like this isn't a bad thing by any means, by the way. They are just so like visually engaging that I end up getting distracted and I just watch the video instead of doing the work I want to do. So yeah, I don't spend a lot of time just watching YouTube by itself anymore these days. Yeah, I haven't watched a Jaden video in a long time, actually. But I think it's really cool that it seems like she's making content that she's like actually really enjoys and is passionate about, despite that it's like sort of different to her older stuff. And as someone who's doing basically the same thing, you know, making content that I'm passionate about that's pretty different to what a lot of people originally started watching before, I think that's pretty cool. It's about her going to Japan for a Miku concert. Okay, okay. I see you, I see you. Feel bad watching YouTubers like them when I'm not paying attention. Yeah, same. It's like they put so much work into the animation and I'm not even looking at it. Do I even deserve to watch this video? Airplanes is another one of those things I feel like I've drawn so many times in my videos that I just feel like kind of silly that I draw a new one every single time. I think next time I make a video in this style, I think I'm literally just gonna force myself to not redraw anything unless I really need to. And then once the video is like done in that format, I can decide if I want to add any extras and like redo any parts. That sounds smart. Don't even start with the what plane is that? Like I don't know. I don't know anything about planes. It's an Airbus 569, of course, my favorite airplane. I just googled airplane and I'm copying it. Also, I kind of feel like it's a bit too detailed. It looks weird. Life is so hard. Obviously, it's a Boeing 59R48219.8684. Oh, yeah. I always get it mixed up with the Airbus 569. It's a rookie mistake. Okay, so that's part one. Next, should I should probably draw the windows on first. I'm not gonna draw like the door and all the details and stuff. This thing is gonna be on screen for less than 5 seconds, so this is how animators get burnout. They spend too long drawing airplanes. Bye, Taka. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know, like, I think I missed the message. I don't know if you're, like, sick or something, but I hope you get well soon. Or get enough rest. I'm so good at this streaming thing. Okay. And then I'm gonna draw me. Or like poking my head out the window, very realistically. There's a new Paper Mario game tomorrow? Wait, isn't it like a remake of an old one? Or a re-release, there's so many words, I don't know. Also, I realize I keep drawing the arms in a different style throughout the whole video. Consistency is my middle name. Chip Consistency Flake. It is funny because I can't keep one thing consistent in my entire life. And then the chair's gonna be down here. Consistently changing. True. True. That is definitely what I meant. The C stands for consistency. The C stands for consistently changing. Also, hi Poda, how's it going? Yet another friendly streamer doggo has entered chat. Can't believe it. We're so lucky today. Chair. Constantly reminding myself not to spend like 10 hours drawing every detail of this chair that's gonna be on screen for 5 seconds. I'm gonna be a chair drawing master by the end of this video, actually. You know what? This one can have armrests. Been drawing them without armrests this entire time for some reason. Actually, there is a reason. It's because it would kind of mess up with it would just cover stuff up that I want to show. Okay. Now this chair is it's gonna look sad. Comedy genius. Now we sit back and watch our beautiful creation. The old office chair broke like 2 months before I was gonna move to Germany. So I wasn't gonna buy a new one, was I? If I used what little money I had to get one, I'd have none left to transport it over there with me. It was only 10. It's good, but the composition is not quite correct. Chair is not within the rule of thirds. SMH, my head. Okay. What happens next? Past me. It was only temporary anyway. So I ended up using this foldable chair that my mom had. Using CSP3 animation features. I'm actually still on version 1. Did it actually... did they add anything, like, actually useful in version 3 for animation? Can you stop glitching out, sir? I like that my my fix, my quote-unquote fix, just like didn't work. That's good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna turn it off. I don't think it's gonna fix itself. Oh well. No cool fellows this stream. I'm sorry. My favorite Pokemon is Sneasel. Did I turn the right thing off? Yeah, I did. Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, audio scrubbing. That would be really useful for me right now. Because my document is so big that I have to wait like 5 business days for it to load if I want to listen to my audio. That would be really useful right now. I have been thinking about upgrading. I don't really like subscription models, but in my case it's kind of worth it because it's a business expense. Novia Kata, thank you, I appreciate that. What do you put on screen? What do I put on screen for this pod? Anyway. So I ended up using this foldable chair that my mom had at makeup. Because the part where I talk about the chair, I could just draw the chair. If you've ever wondered why like YouTubers sometimes just put random text on screen, like random they just put random subtitles for like 2 sentences, this is why, because they don't know what else to put there. I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna leave it blank for now. I'm gonna draw perspective. It's okay if it looks amateur. That's kind of the style I'm going for. Proceeds to spend hours drawing one singular line. Me when. Yeah, for me, it would be more worth it to get the subscription for Clip Studio Paint, the new version. Because I already used the sub version on my iPad, because you don't have a choice with an iPad. There's only the subscription version. But they do have a deal where if you want Clip Studio Paint on 2 devices, it's a little bit cheaper than buying 2 separate licenses. So, yeah, I've been thinking of doing that. I'm trying to remember what it looked like. There was like, I think the mirror was like built into the table. And it would kind of fold out. Meow, 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 meow. How much time did the model take you? That is an excellent question. I don't know. It's hard to tell because I restarted it a couple times because I wasn't happy with how it was going. Probably like 2 weeks, I think. He's only a head and shoulders, by the way. There's no body. I'm not gonna... I decided not to spend another, like, 2 weeks rigging a body that's you're never gonna see anyway, so... eh. This doesn't make sense. God, I am so bad with, like, 3 dimensions. I'm so bad with the 3rd dimension. I think the 3rd dimension should just be deleted, to be honest. We don't need it. I mean, this is fine. I guess I should draw some, like, frickin', like, I don't know, like a palette. This is starting. This looks more like a DJ panel than somewhere you do your makeup. And there's like brushes and stuff. I don't know. Like the thing with like the powder in it. And that also has like a little mirror. I don't know. I mean, I say what it is in the video, so it's not like I have to draw it super accurately. Chair. And what did it look like? It had like diagonal. It was really small. And it was like this, yeah. And that was attached like this, and it was like on a frame. Like that, and then the world's most uncomfortable cushions. Can't even really call them cushions, to be honest. That's basically what it looked like. The fact that it looks so shoddy kinda adds to the effect, to be honest. Yeah, so in Germany, we still have chimney sweepers. So obviously people who would go around to your house and sweep your chimneys back in the day. Obviously people don't have chimneys anymore, so a chimney sweeper in Germany nowadays is someone who checks your boiler is still working. And stuff like that. And for some reason, they always come at like 8 AM. And yeah, that's why I am very tired today. Because I couldn't get back to sleep again. This is fine. So I ended up using this foldable chair that my mom had at Meow. Yo, thank you for joining the Kato squad, Coldy. I hope you enjoy your time here. And enjoy the emotes. The emoticons. The emote icons. Yeah, usually it would show up on screen.
You should go EEP if you're EPRN.
Thank you, Alex. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, by the way, dude. Absolute hacking legend, if it has not already been established. I sure hope it does. I can't eep when I have YouTube videos to make. Also, if I eep now, I'm not gonna be able to eep later. And then I'll have an even worse sleep schedule than before. But yeah, I appreciate it. Anyway. But yeah, my old yeah, chat can take that advice. If you're EP, go eep. Maybe you can use stream to help you fall asleep. I'm not gonna make any loud noises or anything. My old office chair broke like 2 months before I was gonna move to Germany, so I wasn't gonna buy a new one, was I? If I used what little money I had to get one, I'd have none left to transport it over there with. It was only temporary anyway, so I ended up using this foldable chair that my mom had at a makeup station. It was like a metal foldable. And then on this part, we're gonna have the chair. Yes. Yeah, I also didn't eat very much yesterday. Very good combo. Oh. Chips the EP1 to EP to read the message. Sometimes it does work, but it like literally takes like 5 minutes. So he might just interrupt me in a little bit, but thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. Well, if you eat right now, you can work on YouTube videos with more energy. Can I though? Well, if I'm eating, I can't work on videos at all. That's the problem. Welcome to the Kato squad, by the way. Wallet of Weird. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the emotes. And yeah, thank you for the support. Thank you for being a freaking like hacking legend and stuff. Yeah. And very important to know that Spotify lo-fi playlist. It's like the king of my playlist collection. It has thousands. They use it religiously. That's amazing. Dude, I think speaking of falling asleep while watching videos and stuff, I'm pretty sure I talked about that in my sleepover video, which was like 5 years ago at this point, but like I had a friend who literally
back from a little break. Love your new VTuber. 3.
Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. Also, your profile picture is adorable. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very happy with how it turned out, so I really appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words. But yeah, like a friend who I frequently like had sleepovers with would actually fall asleep to. Actually, this shouldn't be slanted. They would fall asleep to like watching TV shows, and I haven't at the time I had never done that in my life, and I found out that night that I couldn't. So she put on a Futurama DVD, and it would like play the episodes like until the entire DVD was over. And like halfway through like the second episode, I would like say something related to what happened in the episode, and receive no response. And then I realized they were asleep, and I was like, okay. And then I just watched the rest of the DVD by myself. Yeah, that was fun. Until it was over, and then I could finally go to sleep. Nowadays, I can kinda sleep with like background noise. It's only ever happened like accidentally though. Like if I'm and also if I'm really tired. Ugh. Yeah, Futurama was a good show. It definitely has those episodes that have aged pretty badly. But other than that, it was good. It was a good show. Okay. Had to take off my jacket because man's hot. No, I've actually never watched King of the Hill. I've heard a lot about it. I know it's supposed to be really good. I don't know, maybe it was a bit like either or maybe as well as that it was just I was like too young for it. And I don't know if it's really played on TV when I was watching TV as a youngin. Well, the one that I never watched was frickin' Bob's Burgers. That's another one I hear a ton about. And whenever I flick through the channels on a TV nowadays, and you go past Comedy Central, it's always Bob's Burgers. It's always either Bob's Burgers or South Park. There's nothing else. But I've heard that show is really good as well. Bro, I like, my perspective game is so off today. It's always off, but today it's like particularly bad. I don't know, it kinda works though. Because I'm talking about this terribly uncomfortable chair. And it's kind of fitting that the drawing is really bad. This beautiful, beautiful, majestic chair that brought me so much joy for those last 2 months I was in the UK. It was like a metal foldable chair with some faux leather cushioning on it. Oh boy, that was a wild 2 months. Sometimes I wonder if I... Now we need, funny face. How about, okay, I need to duplicate it before I change it because I've made that mistake many times. in this exact document, and it's always been great. It's always been good. Always, always. You know what's weird? I've like sometimes when I'm really tired and I'm watching YouTube videos or something or TV, I'll notice myself like falling asleep, like to the sound of the noise. But if I ever like try to use noise to help me fall asleep, it doesn't work. It's only involuntary involuntary EPness. Hour. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot too, that people have started making second channels where they just upload really long versions of their content for quote-unquote for people to fall asleep to. And sometimes I question that decision because you'll watch. I've like tuned in for out of interest for like a couple minutes, and they'll be like, it's not like they edit out the jokes that are like loudness based, you know. So I really wonder if anyone like actually uses those videos to fall asleep to, if they have those like loud jokes and things like that in them. It's like it's not exactly relaxing, you know. Also, I deeply apologize to anyone who watches my content and has like visual impairments, but I just find text that's really small. It's like peak comedy to me. I don't know why I find it so funny, and I deeply apologize. Okay, I'm gonna rewatch this little section and see if I can fill in that blank part. Yeah, my old office chair broke like 2 months before I was gonna move to Germany. So I wasn't gonna buy a new one, was I? If I used what little money I had to get one, I'd have none left to transport it over there with me. And it was only temporary anyway. So I ended up using this foldable chair that my mom had at a makeup station. I think that's what it's called. It was like a metal foldable chair with some faux leather cushioning on it. Oh boy, that was a wild 2 months. Sometimes I wonder if I... Yes. I'm kind of thinking of adding the bit where I talk about the cushions chair with some. If I do this. Wait for it. How do you spell caution? Like this? I think so. Yes. Okay. Fallen asleep to people's voices in a COD lobby before? Actually, you have a superpower right there. Oh my gosh. Falling asleep to YouTube shorts is the best idea. Okay. Okay. So I'm just missing this part where I'm talking about it being temporary. Thinking of something related to the fact that it was 2 months. Because 2 months is temporary, but it's also kind of a long time to be sitting on the least ergonomic chair known to man. Now that I say that out loud, I feel like I used that joke already somewhere in the video, so I might have to remove it from this part. I'm just stealing from myself. I can't believe it. Plagiarizing myself. Wait, I gotta listen to what I said before it again. Yo. Thank you for the super, Cody. I appreciate it. Just give Chip a minute to think about it. So I wasn't gonna buy a new one, was I? If I used what little money I had to get one, I'd have none left to transport it over there with me. And it was only temporary anyway. So I ended up using this foldable chair. Okay, I don't think he's gonna read it out. What the fluff, YouTube? Why didn't I get notified about a skunk-cat stem? Outrageous. Also, hi, Arad Woo. Don't know why I pronounced my own name like that. I just wanted to, like, pretend I was a text-to-speech for a second. It's because my brain read the awoo first. Awoo indeed. Yeah, that's another fun thing about YouTube is just not notifying people. It's really cool and really epic. Okay, what if I do I'm gonna do a me. I have an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's do a side view. I don't do those enough. Oh, the problem is, when you draw a monitor from the side, it's kind of hard to tell it's a monitor. Oh well. No more side view. Three-fourths view it is. I should be, like, a pro at drawing boxes at this point. I draw so many of them. In these frickin' videos. I'm actually, because there's not much space on this desk, I'm gonna draw it how my actual computer desk was back then, with the frickin' keyboard drawer. Hell yeah. Hey Lime, how's it going? I love how I'm constantly asking people how they're doing, and then my brain just blanks and I don't even pay attention to their response. So good at the streaming thing. Wish I had 2 monitors so I could watch the stream and work. Can't you do like the video pop-out thing that YouTube has, so it like has like a mini player and it like pops in front of whatever you're doing? That's how I watch videos while I'm drawing on my iPad. Or is that a YouTube Premium only thing? Peak old desk look. Yeah. We love the keyboard drawer. And I'm gonna be like sitting on the floor. And like typing like this. Comedy gold. Having a deja vu right now. I really hope I didn't make this joke already in this video. Left my hat in one of those keyboard drawers last time I was at my parents'. The drawer is broken, so it typically never opens, so it wasn't found for like over half a year. That's amazing. The bonus hat. How about who needs chairs anyway? There you go. Funny little visual gag as a treat. Just for you. Okay, I think that's everything for this little section. I've been trying to keep track of my progress on Trello, but I've already forgotten which
Yeah, my old office
section I'm
chair
up to.
broke like 2 months before I was gonna move to Germany. So I wasn't gonna buy a new one, was I? If I used what little money I had to get one, I'd have none left to transport it over there with me. It was only temporary anyway. So I ended up using this foldable chair that my mom had at a makeup station. I think that's what it's called. It was like a metal foldable chair with some faux leather cushioning on it. Oh boy, that was a wild 2 months. Sometimes I wonder if I
Amazing.
permanently messed up my back doing that. Again, like, I guess you're just not as prone to back pain when you're younger. Because I would have back pain after sitting on it for a couple hours, but it didn't go away.
Okay. Got the resolution so low that I can't read it. Yeah, I said earlier, I feel kind of bad for people with visual impairments who watch my videos. But I just find it really entertaining for some reason when the text is really small. Like, there's something so funny about that to me for some reason. Stay hydrated, by the way. Stream is very nice to have on in the background while I'm doing work. Hell yeah, that's what I aim for, honestly. Cause that's how I like to watch videos and streams. Helps me concentrate when I have something in the background. Okay. Okay, for this part, I'm gonna be sneaky. I'm gonna copy over this. Where did it go? When you don't name your layers, it's always so cool. Well, that layer is called layer 48H, so it should be called layer 48I. Yes, there's one. Now we got rid of this. And then we give myself back pain. And then and then witty text. LOL. Lamau. XD even.
I would have back pain after sitting on it for a couple hours, but it didn't go away after I stopped sitting on it.
I guess I draw myself not having any more back pain. How original. Oh, my pen is falling apart. That's cool. That's cool and nice. We just kind of like clips in here. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Crisis averted. Hashtag humorous. So true. So true. What program I use? That's another good thing I could have a command for. Let me write that down. I'm using a Clip Studio Paint, by the way. It is in the description, I believe. What program? I'm pretty sure I can set it up to trigger those like chat messages that answer questions, like just based on somebody asking the question, so you wouldn't have to put in an entire command for it. But at the same time, I'm kind of worried that, like, I don't know, what if somebody just like talking about something like kind of like similar to the topic, but they're not actually asking about it, and then chat's like, so actually I use Clip Studio Paint. Although to be fair, it's not like that would like annoy anybody, so maybe I shouldn't worry about things like that. Anyway, back to making this video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this 48G 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 copy 2, yes, of course. And I'm gonna delete these. Yo, Master Gaming, thank you so much for the
Hiya,
super.
Chip. Seems like going to be a swell stream. I hope you get some much needed rest after this stream.
Yeah, I love how polite the voice sounds. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Brian text to speech, but this one's also very polite. Yeah, thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, by the way. Don't know how long you've been here, but welcome anyway. Hope you're having a wonderful hacking day, because you hacking deserve it. And yeah, I shall get many rests after the stream. After I'm done with this video. I'm making good progress. I think it's a good idea to lay out everything that I want to happen in the video before I start going in and doing all the boiling effects and stuff. I think that's a good. I think that's a lot better than what I was doing before. It actually feels like I'm making progress. Thank you for the resub, by the way, Gobby. Really appreciate it. I will make a note that that doesn't pop up on stream and see if I can fix that by next time. See if you can fix YouTube resub alert. And the notes app is correcting my U to an I. That still makes sense though. Anyway, YouTube said I have a resub message despite making it last week, so ah. Oh really? Maybe your sub like refreshes like this week or last week. I don't know. Howdy? You mean meowdy? What if I have a okay, I had an idea. I just had an idea. What if I have a command that whenever somebody says howdy, a message pops up that corrects them that says meowdy? Would that be annoying? Is that chat? Is that annoying or is that comedy gold? Let me know. It's only one of the two. There's no in between. Comedy silver. That's not an option. It's only comedy gold or the worst joke that ever existed and would make everybody hate me and cancel me on twitter.com. It's only one of the two options. Okay. I mean, obviously I'm gonna put rate limits on them. I'm not stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna write asterisk Amsterix.
I say.
Meowdy. You say what?
One simply must procure a spiffing spot of tea and
Oh my
crumpets
God.
before the eventual arrival of the Duchess of Kensington this spiffing afternoon.
Bro. He's so polite. That was amazing. Oh hell yeah. Thank you so much, Map. I really appreciate it. I like how he had to like think about it a little bit after the I say. Very relatable, to be honest. Yeah, I keep getting distracted from what I'm doing. I say. I'm gonna put layer 48i. I'm gonna put that here so I can use it as a guide to draw another version of me getting off the chair. Meowdy meowdy. There's a fly in my room, so I just left it. I ain't dealing with that. That is such a mood. Yeah, but there's a fly in my room. It's just like, so be it. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Something Breaking Bad reference. Did you know that like people hate that episode of Breaking Bad with the fly? I don't understand it because that's literally like the best episode. Breaking Bad was a good show. I liked the part where they played Knife Party. I also like the part where Jesse yells, "Not my house," and the audio peaks. Good times. Have none of you seen the Fly episode of Breaking Bad? So sad that I'm not seeing a debate war in the comments right now. Fixing Good. Oh yeah. True. That show was way better. I definitely prefer it when people fix good things versus breaking bad things, you know. I know that's a bit of a hot take, but you know. Stopped at season 2. What, dude? When I like watched it pretty soon after after it was like over, so I could freaking like binge watch the entire show, and binge watch I did. It's like one of the those few shows that I've watched and I just couldn't stop watching episodes of it, you know? I feel like I have that so rarely nowadays where I watch a show, I watch a couple episodes. After the couple episodes, I'm like, yeah, that's enough of show for today. I gotta do something else. Oh, if you guys don't watch it, unbelievable. Or am I just too old? Meow. You gonna read this one out, Chip? Come on, Chip, you can do it. Chap believes in you, Chip.
I remember you said you liked dubstep in one of your videos, so I was curious what version of it do you like the most, or what genres in general? Also
I see. I see. Thank you very much, Coldy. I really appreciate it. To answer your question, I am a big fan of dubstep that is very loud and chaotic and aggressive. So, my favorite, like, subgenres of it are, like, tear out and, deathcore. Wait, no, that's the metal. No, is it also called deathcore and dubstep? I don't know. Anyway, that kind of genre. Although, I find it a bit hard to, like, pick genres, but, like, in general, and just say, like, I like X genre. Because, to me, it's more important that a song be, like, unique and interesting, rather than hit, certain notes of a genre, if that makes sense. So, like, I feel like, specifically in terms of, like, tear out, for example, it's gotten very samey lately. Like, I haven't heard a tear out track in a while that I've really thought, like, whoa, that's epic. Unless, I don't know, I really like, Borgor's new album. I'd probably... That probably counts as tear out, right? Very, very loud, chaotic, perhaps even annoying dubstep. I feel it in my soul. Also, I keep hearing about this Indigo Park thing. You probably won't be surprised to know that I have not played it. It's a game, right? I'm really slow on stuff like that. Sometimes I find a music artist who makes cool music and I'm like, oh, let's find more artists who make stuff like this. And literally no one makes similar stuff. That, and also, like, one of my biggest things that keeps happening to me is I'm like, yo, this is really cool, I'm gonna try to find more, and then I find more, and those songs, like, they all sound the same. Like, everybody's just using, like, the exact same formula, and I don't know, I'm really annoying, especially when it comes to music. I get tired of it, of like hearing the same thing over and over, like, really easily. It's one of my one of the negative things about me, I guess. I don't need this frame anymore.
Because I would have back pain after sitting on it for a couple hours, but it didn't go away after I stopped sitting on it. It's not like now where it...
Okay, I'm gonna do more witty text. I am free from the suffering.
But it didn't go away after I stopped sitting on it. It's not like now where it just...
Okay, real quick, I am going to go and grab myself a refill on my peepo, so I will be right back in like maximum 5 minutes. Go grab yourself some water, a snack in the meantime. Okay, be right back. When. How are you? I got the people refill. Hello. Also, Yo. Chip. Chip. Do your job. This is getting ridiculous. This guy is such a freeloader. He's not even paying rent, did you know that? In that case, I'll just read it up myself. But Chip refused. I guess so. Small question. Is there a socks plushie going to be planned someday? Love your streams a lot. Thank you so much, Yotsuba Anan. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, by the way. Don't know how long you've been here, but welcome anyway. You shall be welcomed, whether you like it or not. Yeah, I've been wanting to make a socks plushie for a very long time. Well, I say very long time, probably like a year or something. To be honest, it's just kind of like... There's so many options, I guess, like... I still have to decide, like, what style the plush would be in. Because for, like, I could do something really I could even make him really similar to the Chip plushies, where it's really simple with, like, the dot eyes, kind of like this. You know, really, like, simple. Or I could do, like a more, like, anthropomorphic one with, like, detailed eyes, like on my model or something like that. But yeah, I am planning to make one eventually. I can't give you any more details than that, unfortunately. I guess I kind of have that thing where I'm like procrastinating on working on it because I don't want it to like turn out bad. Obviously, it's not gonna turn out bad, but you know, fear of failure, I guess. Subconscious fear of failure. Would go to unholy, reality-shattering, obscene, and illegal length for a sock plush. Really? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to request some help from you guys at some point to help me decide on the style of it and everything. But yeah, I definitely wanna make one at some point. I don't know if you guys know that about the law of me, the Aaron law. I actually really freaking love plushies. To the point where I've drawn artwork of socks in plushie form. But yeah, I still need to fully narrow it down, I guess. Could overthrow a small to medium-sized country for a socks plushie. Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Do I have a blue eye? Of course I do. What do you take me for? A straight person? It's kind of funny you bring that up because we were talking about that on the last stream actually. I have two blue eyes. I have the really big one and I have a medium-sized one. I thought my big one was lonely, so I got him a friend. Now they can chill on my bed together and be like, never talk to me or my son ever again. Okay, so what was I doing? I'm free from the stuff. Okay, yeah, true. And then I was gonna talk about the present day,
It didn't
right?
go away after I stopped sitting on it. It's not like now where it just materializes and no amount of stretches or expensive chairs or laying at a 180-degree angle makes it go away. I have to just painfully await my freedom.
Okay, so... what the scallop? Still have no blue eye. We're gonna like personally drive to IKEA together and get you one. You know, there's like pink ones, but I've never seen those in Germany. They're so cute though. Thank you for the sweet message, not the cat. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, by the way. Have an IKEA husky. Yo, what does the IKEA husky look like? I'm gonna Google it right now. Honestly, every time I walk in through the plushie aisle in IKEA, it's so hard not to take their entire stock. Not gonna lie. Okay, can confirm the IKEA husky is very adorable. Do you have a jungle skog? I'm gonna guess it's pronounced like that. Is that the snake? I don't know what that is based on the based on the IKEA name, unfortunately. I'm not a true IKEA stan, I guess. Don't even know all the Swedish names. Never seen you live, a bit of fun for years. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Frick. Pardon my language, but frick.
It's not like now where it just materializes and no amount of stretches or expensive chairs or laying at 180 degrees.
Okay, I'm thinking like me existing. Maybe facing the other direction so it's a little bit less visually confusing. This is definitely me when I exist. Ah. Not once in my life been in IKEA. Wow, that's impressive. To be fair though, I don't think I had till I came to Germany. Because my partner's family go there like all the time. Yeah. To be honest, we kind of like don't have very good options for furniture around where I live. I don't know. Like, honestly, IKEA's like tends to be the best quality for that price. I'm not sponsored, by the way. That wasn't clear. Oh my gosh, guys, IKEA haul. Today we got a blowhigh, a mini blowhigh, this glass that has a blowhigh on it, 2 blowhighs, and a cactus. Thank you for watching. Use my code PPPoopoo for 50% off your second blowhigh. Okay, what's gonna happen? Oh yeah, I forgot the most important thing. The witty text. Now it's gotta load.
It's not like now where it just materializes.
Like right as I say the word materialize. I'm gonna be like I was mistaken. That's good. Ah. Did all your other furniture stores get raided? No, they are just... They're like... really similar price to IKEA. Maybe a little bit cheaper. But the quality is just so much worse. Unless you go to... like... there's like those options. Or those like really cheap furniture stores where the stuff like breaks as you're building it. And then there's IKEA. And then there's really expensive stores where they're like really high quality, but also like 2 bajillion euros for a shelf. And there's like no in between. Yep. Yeah, welcome to being an adult. Is complaining about furniture stores. And for full comedic effect, it is the same facial expression with a lone tear, pain, and suffering. Also, I just remembered I wanted to retweet my stream considering I'm still live. Yeah. Oh. I need a command about pets, because I get asked if I have pets a lot. Let me add that to my list. So, I don't have any pets because, for one, my partner's allergic to cats and dogs. Not like deathly allergic, but to the point where they would be like suffering, and I don't think that's very good. And when it comes to other types of pets, like I think snakes are very cool. But those types of pets where you have to like keep them in a cage a lot, I just kind of feel like this is kind of stupid, but I just feel kind of bad for them. And that's why I don't want like a pet snake or a fish or, I don't know, a chinchilla or whatever. Those kinds of animals where they just live in a cage, and you could like kind of let them out of the cage sometimes, but you gotta put them back eventually. And I'm like, oh man, I wouldn't like to live in a cage. I mean, at the same time, if you have a house cat, it's kind of the same as just living in a big cage. Doesn't look like one. So I'm aware that my logic is flawed. But yeah, yes. An otter, can you have a pet otter? Dude, ferrets as well, so frickin' cute. Yeah, I should just, like, take the fish out of its tank sometimes and, like, put it on a leash, take it for a walk, you know? Maybe then I'd feel better about it. Why is this my style of humor? Where did I go wrong in life? Fitting song right now.
I would have back pain after sitting on it for a couple hours, but it didn't go away after I stopped sitting on it. It's not like now where it just materializes and no amount of stretches or expensive chairs or...
Okay, I gotta, like, think for a sec about what I want to put in this pot. Just special edition. That's so sweet, thank you. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about, domesticated foxes. I kind of feel like, humans in general should probably stop trying to domesticate animals. I think, we as a species would do well to accept the fact that, animals deserve to exist, not for, like, the purpose of serving humans in some way. Very, 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 very cute, though. Very cute. In a perfect world, we could all have pet foxes, and the foxes would be, like, super happy and everything, and... you know, like, in a perfect world, the foxes would just, like, wanna hang out with us. That would be very cool, don't get me wrong. Okay, so, like, no amount of stretches or laying at a 180-degree angle. The thing is, I could literally draw exactly what I'm saying in this section. But I say it so fast that I feel like your brain is not even gonna comprehend what I'm saying.
Like now where it just materializes and no amount of stretches or expensive chairs or laying at a 180-degree angle makes it go away. I have to just...
I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe I'm, like, looking at a web page, like, googling how to fix your back pain, and then at the part where I'm talking about laying at a 180-degree angle,
chairs or laying at a...
then I'll draw that part, because that shall be very visually engaging. What? Oh yeah, something I wanted to talk about earlier was, I noticed that most other streamers, like particularly on Twitch, have a little message that pops up when people follow you. Like in chat, it's like, thank you for following. And I'm kind of like thinking about doing something like that too, but I'm sort of on the fence about it. Because I know there's some people who kind of just want to, like, watch a stream and follow somebody and like not be perceived. I mean, I'm a unconventional case, I guess, but I relate to that sometimes because sometimes it's kind of I don't want to sound like I'm like bragging and like crying, like suffering from success kind of thing, but sometimes I just want to like watch a stream without people being like, "Oh, yo, it's chipflake, the guy from Baldi's Basics mod," and like try to talk to me kind of thing. But at the same time, maybe people would like that little bit of like chat acknowledgement, being like, "Hey, thank you for the follow." Considering I apparently don't have the brain capacity to do it myself. Bold of you to assume that I don't have a secret alt account. But it's kind of like annoying having to switch between them every time. Because sometimes I do want to be recognized because I want to like network with other fellow streamers, right? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things that I'm overthinking about again. That like it's not really a good or a bad thing either way if I have it or not. Suffering from success. That's what I feel like when I complain about these kinds of things. Yeah, like even disregarding the whole people recognizing you thing. I know that there are people out there who don't like it when the streamer is like, "Hey, blank, welcome in. How are you doing?" Like they feel kind of like uncomfortable from that. Those people exist, and they are valid. That's why I think having like a little chat pop up is not it's kind of like a nice middle ground. It's like not the same as your name popping up in the middle of the screen and there's like sparkles and flashes and everything, and then the stream is like, "Hey, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Consider subscribing as well." You know, like a little bit of acknowledgement, but not like uncomfortable. Also, drawing browser windows is another thing I've done so many times now that I can just do it by memory. Oh, to no back pain. Ah, that was a loud one, sorry. Ah. Hello? Bork away. Yeah, I'm one of those people who doesn't excuse myself for burping because it is a natural thing that your body does. So I feel like we as a society should just accept that it's a thing that happens and stop shaming people for it. Like, farting is another thing that, like, cause that, like, actually stinks. It is gross. But burp, as long as you're not burping right in somebody's face, all it is funny sound. So, we should, as a society, accept that it's a thing that happens and stop excusing ourselves for it. Again, that's my... if it's not hurting anybody, who cares? Philosophy talking. I gotta replay this section. I've already forgot what I was saying in it.
Now where it just materializes and no amount of stretches or expensive chairs or laying at 180-degree angle.
Okay, one stretch. I spelled that wrong, but I'm gonna leave it because it's funny when words are spelled wrong. Oh, no. We gotta phrase it in a funny way. This is a chipflake video. Come on. What's a chipflake video without language-based gags? Okay. What's like the scientific name for a chair? Like, there's gotta be like a like ridiculously formal word for a chair, right? If I Google chair, what comes up? A chair is a type of seat typically designed for one person. Really? I was thinking something like sitting sitting apparatus or something like that. Four-legged seating device. Chariot situs. Sitting appliance. Seating accommodation. I don't think people would understand if I would use the Latin word, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna use sitting appliance. Spend life savings on sitting appliance. Is that the right spelling? Appliance? Hello? Where are you going? Appliance. Yes. And 3, only sleep in the most uncomfortable oh, I can just do this because it deal like am I like you guys can relate, right? If you try to sleep, you just like laying completely on your back, like with your arms to your sides. That's like the most uncomfortable thing ever, right? Am I spitting facts or am I spitting facts? Like any sleeping position that isn't on your side is really uncomfortable. I would even rather sleep on my stomach than sleep on my back. Facts, thank you. 3 people agreed with me, therefore I am correct. And no other opinion is correct. I am a side sleeping truther.
Materializes and no amount of stretches or expensive chairs or laying at a 180-degree angle makes it go away. I have to just painfully await.
Okay. In this scene, I'm just literally just gonna lay on the floor. A bit. I really, like, don't understand how people can sleep on their stomach. Like, kinda on their stomach, I get, like... Sometimes I don't lay completely on my side, but, like, kinda, like, leaning over. Like, how could people just lay... How could people sleep like this, but, like, this instead? Where do you put your face? How does it work? Okay, I'm literally just gonna leave it like this, like... It looks so stupid that it's just perfection. Me when? How do you get good Wi-Fi in Germany? You are asking the wrong person. I do not have good Wi-Fi. We're still on like cable internet over here. How you get good internet in Germany is that you just happen to live in an area where they actually build fiber optic, which is not very common in Germany.
180-degree angle makes it go away. I have to just painfully...
49E. And now I'm gonna do this and do this. Hello, do this. Now I need another witty comment. Okay, I got it. Perfect. Yeah, I see a lot of people who have that posture check redeem. That's a pretty smart idea, honestly.
makes it go away. I have to just painfully await my freedom. But yeah, 2 months is a long time to sit for 4 to 12 hours a day on the least ergonomic chair known to mankind. Like,
Yeah, I
1 or 2
knew
weeks,
I
maybe
already made the joke before. I did write it a bit differently over here though. Yeah, I think it's okay if I leave it like that. Okay, When I went to Germany, they did not even have a credit card reader in a big restaurant. Yeah. That's Germany. Where you can't even pay by card in many establishments. Pretty epic. You know, there's actually like a decently big movement of people who don't want to move away from physical cash for some reason. Well, the reason is they don't believe that like digital transactions and stuff is like safe, which is a pretty entertaining notion. Considering how easy it is to lose or have physical money stolen, etc. Boomer moment, yeah, basically. It's yeah, rather painful to the brain, honestly. I'm gonna listen to this again.
4 to 12 hours a day on the least ergonomic chair known to mankind. Like 1 or 2 weeks maybe would have.
Honestly, I have the urge to like write something stupid on every like every frame that I draw. But I'm starting to wonder if I'm overdoing it at this point. Yeah, like I think it's totally okay to want there to still be an option to pay by cash, you know, like for my nan, for example, never learned how digital transactions work. She doesn't know how a card works or anything. She can't do anything without physical cash. And I think it's okay, like, for people like that if they want to pay by cash. That's fine. But to, like, specifically hinder the progress of society by trying to ban and, like, discourage people who want to pay by card is really, for lack of a better word, cringe. Like, if people want to pay by cash, that's totally fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's just the whole, I don't understand this thing, so you should not be allowed to do it at all, is what I have a problem with. You're not overdoing it. It is wonderful. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's good to know. I just... Sometimes some of the text that I want to put on screen is like literally like a paragraph. And I feel like at that point, it's like, why am I making a video? I should be like writing a book at this point. I don't know how many people are gonna have the, like, patience to, you know, pause and read all of this stuff. I'm getting so close to the end, though. I wish I kept track of, which part I'm up to so I can put it down on my Trello and that I can see the number go up and feel good about myself.
To 12 hours a day on the...
Okay, I think I am going to... I'm gonna do a little sneaky. I'm gonna take, where was it? This. I'm gonna take this. Gonna duplicate it. 48D copy. We'll put 48D copy here. Get rid of this. Hey, I don't think anybody said that there isn't theft when it comes to digital money as well. When do you expect this to come out? I'm aiming to have it done by the end of the month. Before I started the stream, I was kind of doubtful about that. But we have made good progress, so maybe it's still possible. Would be very nice. What? Actually, before I redraw all of this and inevitably have to delete most of it again, me sit on very uncomfortable chair. Yes. Oh, the legs should go this way, because it's a foldable chair. I keep forgetting about that detail. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but like, why are you arguing that digital cash is more dangerous than physical cash right now? Like, I could say the same thing. Like, what if somebody steals your wallet with all of your cash in? What if somebody breaks into your home and goes under your bed and pulls out all the cash that you have stored in your mattress? Like. There's pros and cons to both, and nobody was arguing that we should get rid of physical cash entirely. Nobody said that. I think we should do all our trading in food, to be honest. Just give me like 5 cheeseburgers and I'll make some art for you. That'll be good. Hello. Five Whoppers. And 5 more Whoppers. Yes. Okay. This, and then we I'm gonna make another I'm gonna make another text-based joke because peak comedy.
Just remembered you made me realize I was bi with your video a few years ago, so I'm just gonna randomly take this opportunity to give what I owe you.
What do you mean you owe me? That's the oh, what's it called? What's it called when you have like a revelation and you realize what your sexuality is? That's the sexuality revelation tax. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, Goldie. I really appreciate it. That's very sweet of you. It's honestly really weird to think about how many people I have made realize that they're LGBT, and also how many people I've made realize that they're furries. It's a strange thing to think about. Okay. Yeah, awakening. I think that's the word I was looking for. I was thinking of something like related to coming out, but not like the act of coming out, just realizing it. I don't know. Okay, how about we put... How about for maximum effect, we put the text up here. And then... Come on.
12 hours a day on peak.
And then this part is gonna be this. Layer 48 cops. Thank you, Clip Studio, for your amazing naming scheme. Genuinely, unironically saved me as somebody who doesn't name their layers for some reason. Maybe you get a graphics tablet and now I texture 3D models with it, because I find it fun to do that. Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's another thing that feels really weird when people tell me that I got them into animating and drawing and stuff. My imposter syndrome is like, no I didn't. Lies. Okay, I think that's good for this little section.
Least ergonomic chair known to mankind. Like 1 or 2.
But you need to start over here. Is it really gonna render again just for that one little change?
12 hours
Oh,
a day.
no, okay.
Least ergonomic chair known to mankind. Like 1 or 2 weeks.
Yo,
Coming out,
Oh.
LGBTQ awakening is essentially like Persona when they rip off the mask. But instead of a persona, it's just the flag of your sexuality lol.
Oh, that's probably a really funny visual when you have played Persona. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. Frickin' Persona's one of those games that I've always wanted to play but never got around to it. I think I asked that on stream before once, didn't I? That if I want to play Persona, which game should I start from? I was kind of thinking of just getting Persona 5 on the Switch. But would I, like, do it and be confused? Yo, thank you for the super chat, by the way, Zaid. I always worry that I'm pronouncing your name wrong. It's Zaid, right? Or Zaidi? Anyway, frickin' congrats on your 30-day streak of HRT. Very nice.
I'd come home from college, if I even had college on that day, and sit at my PC for the rest of the day. I did not go outside. Which could be another reason for my chronic back pain now that I think about it. So yeah, I would not be surprised if that was actually the cause.
Wow, this sure is hashtag relatable. Persona games aren't interconnected. Okay. Because the thing is, I was kind of wondering if it would be kind of like a Fire Emblem situation. Because the Fire Emblem games, for the most part, aren't connected to each other either, so you can play whatever game and you're not going to be confused related to the story. But the thing is, in every Fire Emblem game, they add another, like, I don't know if it's based on, like, every game, but they keep adding gameplay elements. So even to someone like me, I played the GBA games, and I really liked them, and I played a little bit of the DS games, I never really finished them. But then, I got the Switch game, Three Houses. And I was so... Even as someone with experience with the Fire Emblem series, I was so overwhelmed by how many... like... how many gameplay elements there were. And I still don't fully understand the game. Like, there's still so many gameplay features and things that I don't understand the purpose of them and how to use them or whatever. So it's still a great game, by the way. I just kind of wonder if it's the same thing with, like, a game like Persona. Because it's like Persona 5, the 5th game. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's also going to be kind of confusing to someone who's never played the series. Because frickin' Fire Emblem Three Houses is a really good game, by the way. I really like it. I don't know if I was just being dumb. Or if it's really like one of those games that you can't recommend to newcomers to the series. I don't know. I'm using Clip Studio Paint to animate. All of my stuff is listed in the description, by the way. Adobe Animate, cringe. I'm just kidding, you can use whatever software you like. I just personally have an aversion to Adobe Animate. Every time I used it, I just found it painful. I just don't personally like how that program works. Adobe's the reason I don't use Adobe Animate. That's fair. Yeah. Very fair. Every artist uses Clip Studio Paint. Honestly, I agree that many do. But I also see a lot of people use, like, Paint Tool Sai. And, pretty decent amount use Photoshop as well. A lot use Procreate on the iPad. And there's another one that I see a lot as well. Okay, I'm procrastinating because I don't know what to put here. It's really annoying when I make these style of videos because sometimes I'll listen to the audio and exactly what I want to happen will pop up into my head, and I'll be like, yes, perfection. But sometimes I will listen to it, and my brain will just be completely blank. Let me listen to it again.
Come home from college, if I even had college on that day, and sit at my PC for the rest of the day. I did not.
Yeah, I'm thinking like teenage me being like, finally I'm home. And then something about like how I have like, yeah, how many hours would I have left in the day if I get home at well, I would finish college at 4, and it would take me an hour to get home, so I could arrive at 5. So theoretically, I would have about probably about 6 hours left in the day. So I'm kind of thinking of doing something like, finally I'm home. What can I do with the rest of the 6 hours in the day? And then I just spend it sitting at the PC. It's funny because so much time, but all I do is one thing. Hashtag relatable.
I'd come home from college, if I even had college on that day, and sit at my PC for the rest of the day. I did not go outside.
I'm trying to think of a way to illustrate it without just straight up writing everything down. Thinking like a door, and the door opens, and then it's me, and I'm like, finally home, happy face. Yeah, okay, I think I have an idea. Mic stand is giving up, hell yeah. Reminds me of the guy who animates in PowerPoint, bro. There was a lot of people who would animate in PowerPoint back in the day. I say back in the day, like I'm freaking like 50 years old. But I remember it because I remember trying to figure out how to make my own videos when I was like 10, and learning that people used PowerPoint. But I didn't have PowerPoint on my PC. When I learned that you had to pay for it, I was crying. I mean, not like actually crying, but sad. And then I learned the patent pending technique of drawing every single frame in MS Paint and putting it into Windows Movie Maker. And that's how I started making videos. And it's kind of cool because nowadays there's like way nicer ways for people to make like, I still don't want to say the word content, it feels so like corporate. There's way nicer ways for people to make animations and videos in general for free. And that makes me so happy, because it's like easier than ever for people to get creative. But I'm glad that like, still got into animation despite my monetary limitations at the time. Yeah, I've noticed that too, that YouTube chat tends to be a lot more active than Twitch chat. I've noticed that across like every channel though, honestly. I see people who have like 300 viewers on Twitch and their chat is like chill as mine, you know? It's very interesting. Yeah, I didn't know I didn't know how to pirate software back then. I mean, I was like 12. I got into digital art when I was 10 actually. And when I was old enough to look that stuff up myself, I was extremely paranoid about the consequences of doing that. So I actually bought Adobe Flash. Well, back when it was called Macromedia Flash, I actually bought a copy of it. It was like £400. I got like a student version of it. That my IT teacher helped me get. Absolute legend, by the way. This is supposed to be a bag. Let me redraw that. Ah. Ah. Stay hydrated, by the way. "12-year-old me on the way to absolutely demolish the family computer trying to install free Minecraft." Bro. Minecraft was actually, like, I think the first thing that I ever pirated. Because, I didn't have the money for it. Yeah, I didn't have the £20 for Minecraft. But I really wanted to play it with my friends. Eventually I, was able to get my mom to buy it for me. And, I still have that account to this day. Ah. I think I don't even really need the text here. Being like finally home.
I'd come home from college, if I even had college on that day, and sit at my PC for the rest of the...
So I could do, I could do like a text here that's like 5 PM. and then like the next frame it's like 11 p.m. Or I could just do like 6 hours later and I'm like at the PC. Remember when I bought my Minecraft account using the money I got from those sketchy free money surveys? Really? Bro, like, you must have filled out like so many of those surveys, right? Because you earn like nothing from those for the amount of time it takes to complete the surveys. I mean, obviously Minecraft wasn't that expensive, but yeah, those freaking like survey things. That's impressive. Congrats on that. Okay, 48D copy to layer 48D copy to. Okay. Not the free Robux virus. That is so funny, oh my god. Teenager moment. So I was thinking like this. But like the room is really dark. I would have to have another layer like this, and a gradient in this direction maybe, or just down. Yeah. And then I'm gonna zoom in and it's gonna mess with my timeline. That's cool. I love it. I love it when it does that. Split it and delete this stuff. But we make 3 copies of it. And then I take this and I how do I gotta think of a way to do this that isn't like really extra. I think if I just make the monitor white and then do like a whoa, fancy lighting effects. Yep, I think that's good. I gotta do that on all the other frames, because otherwise it's gonna look weird when I implement the boiling effect. Yo, is that a nebula? And one more. Isn't animation so riveting? Is that a Lower Deck reference I heard? No, because I don't know what that is. Well, that happens so often. I get so many comments on my videos like, yo, was that a blank reference? Hell yeah. And I'm like, uh, yes, I definitely, that was definitely very intentional. Oh, it's a Star Trek thing? Is that that new cartoon? I don't know anything about Star Trek. I'm sorry. But please enlighten me what the reference was. Kinda interested. Animation, so true. Cause I don't know anything about Star Trek, but that cartoon looked kind of cool. The new one. Yeah, we use Procreate or Procreate Dreams. I've used Procreate quite a lot on the iPad. But I eventually switched to Clip Studio because Procreate's missing a lot of features that I miss a lot when I'm using it. I've never used Dreams though. I tend now that I have Clip Studio Paint on my iPad, there's not really a reason for me to buy another animation program. I even have Toon Squid. That's another animation program on the iPad. It's a pretty good program, but I just don't have a reason to use it because I have Clip Studio now. You know. And if I'm animating, I tend to use my PC anyway. Rather than try to mess around with this tiny screen, you know.
Come home from college, if I even had college on that day, and sit at my PC for the rest of
Oh, this starts too early. Should start over here. It's so interesting to me how many people have stories of downloading malware on their family computer just because they wanted to play Minecraft or something. 'Cause I was so, like, overly paranoid about that stuff as a kid that I tried to avoid downloading things, like, as much as possible. And if I did download stuff, it was only because I knew it was, like, reputable. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to add to this frame is some frickin' tired eyes. Maybe just the eye bags actually. Ones on the side of the face look more scared than tired.
sit at my PC for the rest of the day. I did not go outside.
Cause I could just leave this frame as like this entire section. Or I could add something specific to the going outside part. I was thinking of something like, what is an outside? Hmm. Let me see what I say afterwards.
Which could be another reason for my chronic back pain now that I think about it.
See, again, I have the urge to just, like, draw my character's face really close up and then just put, like, like, a stupid, like, sentence in the corner. You know what? Screw you, I'm gonna do it. Yep, and then I'm gonna be like... Wait. Is that how you spell Is that how you spell surely? Sorelli? Yeah, it is. Okay. Surely, surely, surely these negative choices will not have a long lasting is it effect or affect? It's to affect, to affect. Affect is a noun, so it should be affect. No, an effect, so it's effect. Native English speaker right here. On my future comedy gold right there. When the effect is mass. Worst drawing related injury. I don't think I've ever gotten an injury from drawing, to be honest. Okay, okay, I'm going to watch this little section again.
I'd come home from college, if I even had college on that day, and sit at my PC for the rest of the day. I did not go outside, which could be another reason for my chronic back pain now that I think about it. So yeah, I would.
I mean, I think I'm just gonna leave it for now, and if I I mean, I'm gonna come back to it eventually. I'll probably decide then if I feel like it's too visually boring, too visually unengaging. I am very smart. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't have carpal tunnel as well, to be honest.
Something about sitting with your knees and arms and then...
I mean, I do have like the thing is I don't I actually don't stretch my hands and wrists before and after drawing, which you're supposed to. Because I was actually advised by my doctor not to, because my joints are apparently too, like, elastic, I guess. And stretching them would make them worse, I guess. That's specific to me, by the way. You should still you should definitely stretch your arms, your hands and wrists. Unless your doctor advises you not to. Even like before gaming, you should do that. Because you know, our hands and wrists were not really made to like constantly make these like tiny movements for hours on end.
Something about sitting...
That applies to gaming as well, not just drawing and writing.
Something about sitting with your knees and arms at a 90-degree angle, forearms and thighs parallel to the floor, minimal bend at the wrist, feet parallel to the floor, monitor at eye level, is really uncomfortable to me.
Okay, so this gag. If you couldn't tell, this joke is based on when you you know, when you look up what is the optimal ergonomic position to sit in, and it's like these like really kind of ridiculous specific instructions. So I think what I'm gonna do is like draw a side view diagram of socks in that optimal ergonomic position, and then I just keep adding like arrows like describing what is going on until we're left with like this diagram with like a bunch of text all over it. I think that will be very entertaining to look at. Yeah, itchy. How much do I have left, actually? Is it just these 3 sections? I think... yeah, I have those 3 sections, and I think there's some... yeah, like here. There's a big gap that I gotta fill in as well. There's another gap somewhere. This part I just left completely blank for some reason. Nice. Good job past me. Here's a gap. Here's a gap. Nice. And here's a massive gap. Cool, cool. Okay, well in that case, I think I'm gonna finish off this section. And then do these 2. Wait, I was working on this section, right? This section, these 2 sections, and then I'll stop. So yeah. I think that's a good goal to aim for. Meow meow. How do you have any orientation in this? There's so many frames. Yeah, so it's kind of like I have all of these sections on one layer, and all of the doodle sections on another layer, and based on that, I can kind of just like look at the timeline and then figure out what's going on. Doing it like this does have its downsides, like the fact that it lags every time I try to play it. But at the same time, I find it kind of easier to work with if it's all in one. I'm getting tired though. I'm getting tired, but I'm so close to my goal. Okay, so I guess I'll start with me. No, wait. Me when? It's gonna look weird because it's not gonna. I have to draw legs. Like it doesn't. The gag doesn't work if I don't draw legs. So the consistency's off again. Continuity. Oh, you just reminded me to make a command so that people can see my schedule. That's a really good idea. Schedule. Added it to my list of commands that I'm gonna make. So I usually stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starting at 3 PM Germany time. And I actually have a schedule website where you can find out what time that is in your time zone. Yeah, I'm gonna draw the table in after actually. If you go to schedule.chipflake.com, and that's also a pretty good way to see if I'm even streaming on those days at all, because sometimes I have to cancel stream for whatever reason. I do need to get a bit better at remembering to update it, that's true. But if I do remember to update it, it's probably the best way to figure out when I'm gonna stream. Okay, what? Thank you for the super. Gabe VA. The VA stands for voice actor, if you didn't know. Wait, you're a furry? What the heckles? Explodes? Don't explode on my property, please. That's very disrespectful. Because, like, who, like, unironically sits like this? Nobody. I'm doing well, thank you very much. I'm getting tired, but at the same time, I just know that if I stop streaming, I will get distracted and not work on this anymore. So I really want to like at least finish the thing I said I would finish before I end stream. Me when I sit. This is not me when I sit. Nobody sits like this. I know you're supposed to, but nobody does. If you say you do, you're a liar. Sleepy 24/7? Honestly, yeah. So, it's like just me, honestly. It's such a become such a part of my life that I'm sleepy all the time that I've just accepted it now. Okay. Let's draw the chair. And the chair with optimal lumbar support. Lumbar is just a fancy word for lower back, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, I have a really bad habit of procrastinating on stuff by doing other stuff. So if I'm procrastinating on working on videos, I will start doing household chores. And if I am procrastinating on doing household chores, I will start working. Which is like, I don't know, at least I'm getting stuff done, I guess, but, you know, usually I'm procrastinating on stuff that I should be prioritizing. Like releasing a video by the end of the month. Yeah, I don't know if I'm... I don't know if I have ADHD or if I'm autistic or both, maybe. But I definitely relate to a lot of those types of struggles. Yeah, the thing is, in Germany at least, it's not really easy or particularly useful to get diagnosed for things like ADHD and autism as an adult. Which is why that's not something I'm pursuing, even though I do relate, and there is a chance that, it's one of those things that I would like to know, you know? I would like to know what it is specifically, so that it would be easier for me to look for resources that could help me with it. But yeah. If it was easier, then I definitely would, just to know. But yeah, it's not really worth it for me to pursue a diagnosis unless I'm like facing some, I guess, unless it's like really strongly inhibiting? No. Affecting my life in a negative way, there you go. Yeah, the law is that I am diagnosed as basically diagnosed as neurodivergent. I don't know what it is exactly. I have taken online tests. They always say that the chance of me having both both ADHD and autism is pretty high. But yeah, it's I mean I already like suspected that, so it's not really that helpful, to be honest. Wow, that is one ergonomic boy right there. Meow. Thank you for the dodo, Gabe. I really appreciate it. Have you gotten your furry diagnosis yet? No, that's coming. It's supposed to come in the mail, but I haven't received it yet. Yeah, that's true. A lot of those tests are not particularly reliable. I guess they're just kind of nice to have as like a general like starting point, I guess, if you like suspect that you are neurodivergent and you kind of want like you have like no idea what it is exactly. A test like that can be a decent way to get a rough idea of what you could have, and then you can start researching it more. You know. Okay, now we have this. I'm gonna. I mean, I was gonna say I wanted to add the tail. I didn't want to add the tail because it wouldn't be consistent, but we've already like given up on consistency at this point, so I might as well add the tail. It just looks so empty without the tail, you know? It... What? Why do so many people simp for Nick Wilde? I think we were just, like... There weren't many options back then. Nowadays, there's, like, so many more, like... way better male furry characters to simp over. Back then, we had, like... Robin Hood. Okay, time to label. So... Come on, render.
Something about sitting with your knees and arms at a nut.
So I could make it like really specific, so like right as I say knees, the arrow to my knees comes up. And then to my elbow, and then we add the label. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, that scrubbing update would be really useful right now.
At a 90-degree angle. With your...
Here, layer 52. Ah. Oh, this is gonna be a huge pain with the... when I do the boiling. Oh boy. Okay, I want the label to link to both of them though, so if I do it like all the way over here, I guess. Why does it have to render every time?
Knees and arms.
Knees and arms. It takes so much longer.
Arms at a 90.
Well, it has to render every time. It takes so much longer. Crying. 90 degree angle.
90-degree angle. Forearms and...
Wait.
Forearms and thighs parallel to the floor. Minimal bend at the wrist.
Oh, I thought I missed something. I guess I'm gonna run out of space really quick. I mean, that's kind of part of the joke, but...
Angle. Forearm.
Forearms. Ah. Love being forced to wake up at a time where any remotely normal human being would still be asleep. That is such a mood. I hate being woken up at any time before like 11. Yeah, honestly. Let's do this.
arms and...
I gotta do this frame in a way where it doesn't look like I'm pointing at his butt. That would be rude and against YouTube's terms of service, and I would die and all of my channels would be deleted.
Arms and thighs parallel.
"52 oh my god, how many? Okay, parallel, parallel. I'm gonna Google it. Like, is there any, like, vocal way you can figure out how many letters? It was with 2 L's. I got it right the first time. Parallel, I guess. Parallel to floor. Okay, but how many O's does floor have? Just 1, right? Yeah.
Is parallel to the floor. Minimal bend.
Minimal bend at the wrist. 52G, and this one's gonna be like arrow. And then it's gonna be like minimal. Minimal. English language does not make sense. It really doesn't. That's what you know what? Like, people always say, oh, German is such a hard language to learn. But one thing that German has over English is typically the way you... like, there's gonna be outliers, right? But typically the way you pronounce a word in German is the way that you spell it. Whereas in English, it's like, oh, you spell it like this, except if it's in this context, then you spell it like this, even though you pronounce it exactly the same way, and you just have to know. But in German, you can at least, like, figure it out based on how you pronounce it, roughly. Yeah. I'm almost done with this section. Come on, render faster.
Minimal bend at the wrist. Feet parallel.
Probably also parallel to the floor, right? You really have to render again. Just because I added 1 frame, okay.
Parallel to the floor. Monitor.
Yeah. Parallel. Because you don't pronounce it like parallel, right? Parallel. It's the same. Parallel. Parallel. You could even say it's parallel. No, you couldn't. That was a bit of a stretch. I apologize. I retract my statement.
Parallel to the floor. Monitor.
Also, Mr. Meow's been a member for 4 months now. Well, thank you for the resub, I really appreciate it. Hi Chip, I'm happy to see you drawing some stuff. Hope you're having a great day and a whoa, 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 a whoa, a whoa, a whoa, a whoa. 3. That's how the text to speech would read it out. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering. I don't know if it's my fault that the alerts for resubs on YouTube are not working. It might just be, like, on YouTube's side. Why do we need the TTS when we have the Aaron TTS? True, true. I'll just, Okay, I was gonna make a joke about training an AI to sound like me and using that, but, let's not do that.
Monitor at eye level.
Is this the last thing? I really thought there would be more arrows. Wait, did I duplicate it? Yeah, okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to fix the timing, but
Something about sitting with your knees and arms at a 90-degree angle, forearms and thighs parallel to the floor, minimal bend at the wrist, feet parallel to the floor, monitor at eye level, is really uncomfortable to me.
ha, I know right past me. This guy's so smart.
Feet parallel. Feet parallel to the floor, monitor at eye level, is really uncomfortable to me. So much that when I try to sit properly, I unconsciously
Okay. Howdy, you mean meowdy? Yeah, that's where that bot would be really useful. Okay. See this part, I was kind of thinking of like okay, like listen to what I say
to sit
first.
properly, I unconsciously morph out of that position after like 5 minutes. I once got this.
So when I was writing this part, I had the visual in my head that I would draw myself sitting normally, and then I would draw myself sitting like a shrimp, and like literally like do some kind of like I don't know how I would do that. Like maybe there's an animation preset in After Effects or something that can literally like morph one image into the other. But that would involve using another program, adding another program into the mixture that I'm already struggling to bake. But it would also be pretty entertaining visually. So maybe I should just do it. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a chair. Chair's too big. Chair too big for he got canvas. Yeah, I'm gonna be like the master of drawing chairs by the end of this video. Chair. When the chair. If I draw that on one layer, then I can do me on the other layer. The chairman, my god. Now that is a smart pun. Okay, I gotta be honest, my brain is like starting to fail. So I think, I don't think I can meet my goal of finishing these last couple sections today. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to end it here. Oh, make sure to save your work, by the way, if you happen to be working at the same time. Yeah. I still got a lot done though. I feel accomplished. I think the chance of me finishing this video by the end of the month is getting closer, which is cool. Yeah. Brain no worky. Okay, I will see you all again on Friday, if you happen to have time then. And I hope you have a very nice day. Do not forget that